This one's wife. Eat our silence. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Prince William and his wife, Catherine, the Princess of Wales, have found themselves smeared by the improbably named plastic-faced lieutenant who is also the lickspittle weasel, Omid Scobie. He, through largely fictitious ramblings in Bell Endgame, has smeared them both. For instance, describing Prince William as a power-hungry individual and describing the Princess of Wales as one of the royal racists, as it's become termed, and that she's a timid individual that was cold towards this one's wife. This smearing has naturally been done on behalf of this one's wife. She doesn't get mentioned in any critical way, yet lo and behold, the one that got away and the nemesis find themselves on the receiving end of smearing, courtesy of Omid Scobie. It's all directed in the behest of this one's wife, because she needs to assert control over them. She needs to punish them, because they're both painted black. Ordinarily, when an individual is smeared, the empathic individual tends to make numerous mistakes in their handling of it. With high emotional thinking, such individuals invariably try and tackle the smearing head-on, which is one of the worst things that you can do. The victim confronts the narcissist. Why are you saying these things about me? Why are you putting these things on social media? Why are you telling people that I'm an abuser, etc.? Often the narcissist will deny utilising the first line of the twin lines of the narcissistic defence. This only further upsets and infuriates the victim, as the smug narcissist rejects any suggestion that they've done anything wrong. A particularly evolved narcissist may well have utilised rather subtle means of smearing, which contains plausible deniability. This then enables them to say, I haven't said anything about you. You're paranoid. You're crazy. You're seeing things that aren't there. This, of course, gets under the skin of the victim. The narcissist remains cool and collected, but all you've done is give that narcissist fuel. All you've done is suffer an adverse consequence of being made to be suggested that you're nuts, that you've been labelled as crazy, that you've got more upset or angry about the way that you've been treated. You've increased your emotional thinking because you've interacted with the narcissist, and the narcissist has stamped down on you in order to nullify the threat to control posed by your query. In some instances, the empathic victim does not approach the narcissist but embarks upon a counter-PR campaign, running around trying to speak to people to suggest, the narcissist is the problem, I'm not. He's telling lies, here's the truth about this person. Again, that is not particularly sensible to do. Invariably, such information comes to the attention of the narcissist. Of course, it amounts to a threat to control, so the narcissist is motivated to take action. In some instances, they will smear you even harder through the indirect assertion of control, or they might actually be moved to hoover you, coming to see you, or writing to you, perhaps utilising lawyers to say to you, shut the fuck up, telling lies about me. Sometimes a restraining order might even be sought against you. The fact is that when it comes to such a smearing, it is a huge temptation of the empathic victim to try and tell other people that they are not the person in the wrong, it's the narcissist who is. The truth-seeker trait is corrupted by the emotional thinking, causing that empathic victim to run around trying to get their version of events across to people. It's ultimately a waste of time. Here's why. There'll be one group that believe the narcissist. You'll have been repeatedly smeared to that group as part of ongoing indirect assertions of control for some time, and therefore those individuals will have an entrenched view of you. They may also form some of the coterie, so it might be family members or friends, and therefore all you do is make matters worse by pleading your case to people who are not going to be persuaded. Don't bother. The next group are those that believe you, that they accept that you're right. Therefore, you don't need to tell them again that you're right. They won't believe what the narcissist has to say. They have the measure of them in some shape or form. Therefore, save your time, energy, and avoid increasing your emotional thinking further by not preaching to the converted. And then finally, there's the third group, which is the largest group. This group basically will think, oh, that's a shame, when you tell them about what's happened. And when the narcissist tells them, they'll go, oh, that's a shame. And then their next thought will be, what am I making for dinner tonight? I.e., those individuals are outwardly sympathetic to both you and the narcissist with regard to whatever is going on between you, but ultimately they're not that interested. They've got a house to run, bills to pay, work to do, children to bring up, and the drama that goes on between two other people is not something they're particularly interested in. Face to face, they'll be sympathetic, but after that, it's tomorrow's fish and chip papers. Accordingly, when it comes to smearing, the most effective thing that you can do is resist that urge to go scurrying around to confront the narcissist, is to resist that urge to go and tell all and sundry that you're the innocent party, no matter how provocative the narcissist is being. And it is simply to suck it up and ignore it. It can be hard. It often feels hugely uncomfortable, but believe me, it's the most effective thing to do, because then you're less likely to come up on the narcissist's radar, and also the narcissist will be infuriated by the lack of response, because the narcissist will anticipate a response as a consequence of the smearing, and you're not going to give them that. You starve the narcissist of fuel, you threaten their control by not responding, and also for you, you don't end up suffering a further adverse consequence, and you don't increase your emotional thinking further. Thus, faced with a smear by this one's wife, it would appear that Prince William and the Princess of Wales have done precisely what they ought to do in such circumstances. Not give the narcissist what she wants, and basically ignore the scandal. People.com reports, Kate Middleton and Prince William ignore reporters' questions on royal book scandal on red carpet. Stephanie Petit and Simon Perry write, the Prince and Princess of Wales stepped out at the Royal Variety performance after an error named the royals behind the comment about Archie's skin colour comment in a new book. Kate Middleton and Prince William kept calm and carried on amid controversy. Now, it's People.com that calls her Kate Middleton, not me. The Prince and Princess of Wales, now they're getting it right, both 41, hit the red carpet at the Royal Variety performance on Thursday night. As they exited their car, reporters shouted questions at them related to Omid Scobie's new book, Bell Endgame. The Dutch translation of the book is being temporarily removed from store shelves, as it reportedly names the members of the family involved in a conversation that included a controversial comment about the skin colour of this one's wife and Prince Harry's child before he was born. On Wednesday night, Piers Morgan named the royals on his show. As seen in a video captured by People's Simon Perry at the event, reporters yelled, "Your Royal Highness, have you got a comment about Omid Scobie's book? And did you watch the Piers Morgan show last night, Your Royal Highnesses?" Prince William and Princess Kate did not answer or acknowledge the questions, walking towards each other and briefly holding hands before William put a hand on his wife's back and they walked down the red carpet. Once again, expertly briefed and understanding what they need to do, the Prince and Princess of Wales ignore this questioning. Whilst there must be a temptation to want to set the record straight, they're resisting doing so. It's easier for William as a normal. He doesn't have the addiction to the narcissist. He doesn't have the emotional thinking. It's harder for the Princess of Wales. It will be very much annoying her that she has been named as the supposed royal racist, and her desire to get to the truth will be causing her to strain to want to hit back. However, she knows that the most effective thing that she can do is give this one's wife nothing, niente, nada, sweet fuck all. William is very much on board with this concept, and the Princess of Wales has joined him in doing so, understanding and realising that not only is that the most effective thing for them to do, But it also gets right under the skin of this one's wife. She is craving a response. Her existence needs to be validated by the royal family acknowledging her. This is why she repeatedly provokes and prods and goads, because she needs them to respond to her, to make her feel important. You might think she doesn't want anything to do with the royal family, and therefore she's made it clear that she was forging her own path in California. No. What she will do is, on the one hand, she will say that, and then on the other, of course, what she needs is for them to acknowledge her existence. This shows the hypocrisy of this one's wife, where on the one hand she says, oh, I don't need them, I'm not interested in titles, I don't want to be part of the royal family, and yet then spends most of her time watching what the royal family are doing and then smearing them. This is because when they come upon her radar, her narcissism instinctively causes her to have to do something to bring them under control. And because she's not able to hoover them directly, it's often the case that she will smear. The Prince and Princess of Wales, expertly advised and wise to why this one's wife behaves in this way, know that the most effective thing, although your gut instinct might be to try and set her straight and give her a dressing down, the most effective thing to do is to remain completely silent. That way, you are really infuriating this one's wife as she stamps a cloven hoof, demanding that she be acknowledged, demanding that she be recognised, demanding that they give her some fuel. Of course, she doesn't know that she wants fuel, but she recognises that she needs the attention. And the more that they don't provide it to her, the more it continues to wound her and makes a mockery of her. Eat our silence, say the Prince and Princess of Wales. And that's how you get to the narcissist. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.